You're over 50, and every time you take the stairs, you grip the railing a little tighter, telling yourself it's just caution. But that grip isn't caution. It's your brain admitting it can no longer trust what your feet are telling it. This isn't rare. It's happening to people exactly like you, right now, often without them noticing. A sock slips off, and you don't feel it land. By the time most people mention it to a doctor, the muscles in their feet have already weakened for months, symptom-free. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to rebuild that fading signal and what to do before it costs you a fall. My name is Dr. Emma Johnson. This channel exists for one reason: to help adults over 50 learn what the research really says, in plain language. Today, I'm walking you through 4 exercises. Clinical research shows they can rebuild strength and feeling in neuropathic feet and legs. Stay with me through all 4. Number 3 surprises most people. It's not a balance exercise at all. And number 4 is the one researchers say your brain is quietly starving for. Before we get into the 4 exercises, I need to give you one concept, because without it, nothing I'm about to say will make sense. I call it the feedback loop. Your brain doesn't just feel your feet. It constantly reads 2 streams of information. One is pressure and texture from your skin. The other is tension and position from your muscles. Your brain uses both instantly to decide how to keep you upright. When neuropathy dulls one stream, the loop doesn't just get quieter, it starts closing down, and the muscles it used to recruit begin to weaken from disuse. Here's what most people never hear. You can reopen that loop from either side, sensory or muscular. Each exercise today targets a different part of it. Keep that in mind as we go through each one. Let me tell you about Oscar, 66, a retired mechanic, the kind of man who never sat still. A year after his diagnosis, standing up from the couch started taking him 2 tries instead of 1. He assumed it was just age. It wasn't. It was his legs losing the strength his feet could no longer help coordinate. A randomized controlled trial in diabetologia followed adults with diabetic peripheral neuropathy through a structured strength and balance program and used the 5-time sit-to-stand test as a key measure of functional improvement, tracking exactly this kind of everyday movement. Standing up without your hands forces your thighs, hips, and ankles to fire together in the right sequence, rebuilding the muscular half of the feedback loop from the ground up. What to do? Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat. Cross your arms over your chest. Stand up slowly, no hands. Sit back down slowly. Don't drop. 10 repetitions, once or twice a day. If it's too hard at first, use a higher chair or arm rests and lower the height as you improve. Still with me? Comment quiet if your feet feel like they've gone quiet lately, or still here if you're just here to learn. I read every one. Priscilla is 64, a retired nurse. She spent decades on her feet, and now she says she doesn't trust the floor anymore. That distrust is real. It's her brain getting less information than it used to, and compensating by avoiding any position that demands balance. A systematic review and meta-analysis of balance training in diabetic peripheral neuropathy found meaningful improvements in single leg stance time, both with eyes open and eyes closed, along with better scores on standard balance and mobility tests. The researchers noted the underlying studies were few and methodologically limited. So this is promising evidence, not a settled conclusion. Single leg standing is one of the simplest ways to recreate that same demand at home. Asking your brain to process constant, small corrections using whatever sensory input is still coming through. What to do? Stand near a counter. Lift 1 foot an inch off the floor. Hold 10 seconds. Switch. 3 rounds each side daily. Only remove your hand from the counter once 10 seconds feels easy. Now meet Leonard, 72, a former mailman. Nobody ever told him his toes had muscles worth training, until his feet started feeling flat against the ground, like they'd lost their grip. Here's what research has confirmed. Neuropathy measurably shrinks the small muscles inside your foot, the ones that grip the ground with every step. Imaging studies have documented this atrophy directly. Targeted toe strengthening exercises are a reasonable, low-risk way to work against that loss. What's still unproven is whether strengthening these muscles on its own reduces pressure-related foot injuries. Larger trials on that specific question have had mixed results, so I won't overstate it here. What to do? Sit barefoot, towel flat under your foot. Scrunch it towards you using only your toes. Release. 10 reps, both feet, daily. No towel? Try picking up marbles or small objects with your toes instead. And finally, the one your brain is quietly starving for. The simplest of all, a clinical trial with adults over 60 with type 2 diabetes combined ankle strengthening exercises with direct sensory stimulation of the sole, using bristle brushes and textured cloths. The result, measurably improved foot sensation and faster walking speed. Worth knowing honestly, in that same study, balance and muscle strength didn't meaningfully change. The benefit was specifically in sensation and gait speed, not stability. Less sensation means less reason for your brain to keep those pathways active. Deliberate texture is one of the easiest ways to reverse that. What to do? Sit barefoot. Roll your foot slowly over a textured mat, a rolled towel with knots, or a smooth stone. Heel to toe. 2 minutes per foot, daily? Eyes closed once it feels familiar, so your brain has to pay full attention. Remember Leonard, from a few minutes ago, the one whose feet felt flat? This is often the missing half of what he needed. Strength gives the foot its grip back. Texture gives the brain a reason to keep listening. Here's your protocol. Write it down. 1. Sit to stand, no hands. 10 reps, once or twice daily. Rebuilds the muscles that coordinate with your feet. 2. Single leg stance. 10 seconds, 3 rounds each side, daily. Trains real-time balance correction. 3. Toe flexor curls. 10 reps both feet, daily. Strengthens the small muscles your feet depend on with every step. 4. Textured surface stimulation. 2 minutes per foot, daily. Send stronger signals back to the brain. Start with 1 and 4 this week. They're the gentlest entry point. Add 2 and 3 once those feel steady. Always keep a wall or counter within reach. Judith, 69, a retired librarian, came back to me 6 weeks after starting this. She said something I won't forget. I stopped checking where my feet were. I just knew. That's the feedback loop working again. Not perfectly, not overnight, but rebuilding. Your brain is still listening. It just needs a reason to keep paying attention. Start today. Sit to stand, 10 reps. That's enough to begin. I'm Dr. Emma Johnson. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of those feet, and I'll see you in the next one.